Hi there. This is Helping Hands video and I want to review the GIRtech Bravo wood fired pizza oven. This is after a 3-year review. As you can see, there's the pizza oven there, and I had the base. The base was separate, and I put it on this base. What I found from having this oven for that long, I haven't really used it much in the last year. The first year I used it quite a bit, and maybe a little bit on the second year, but I really haven't used it since that much, because what I found was that, first of all, it wasn't bad putting it together. But as you can see, I added additional insulation on top of it, because what I found from owning this oven was that it didn't get quite hot enough, and I had a heat gun that I was using, so it was very accurate, taking accurate readings from the heat of the oven. But when I put my pizza in there, it really took a lot of wood to get the pizza cooked the way that I wanted it to be cooked and needed it to be cooked. A lot of wood, and then I buy the special wood for pizza for this particular oven, and so it's pretty pricey. It's pretty expensive. So that's why I added an additional layer of insulation, thinking that that would take care of the problem that this pizza oven, doesn't quite get as hot as it needs to be to really cook the pizzas well. That's what I have seen with this owning this particular oven for 3 years. With that extra layer of insulation that I put on it, it did help. It did help. I just put, a blanket, what do you call it? I forget what you call that. Insulated blanket that you use for heaters. I use that, and I use some chicken wire, and then plaster. As you can see, it's cracking a bit now. But it did help to keep it warmer, not have to use as much wood. But it is on the smaller side, as you know. So you can make one pizza at a time in there. It hasn't been too bad, but again, if I were to do this all over again, I'd probably just get one that was already pre-made. The experience was fun to put it together and actually see it working, but that's what it's been for me with this particular oven, is that I don't mind the smallerness, because I don't really make that many pizzas, and you can do them one at a time. It's no problem. I mean, it would be better if you could do them two at a time, whatever, but one at a time is fine. Once you get the oven to be a little hotter in there and not have to use so much firewood. And also you have to realize too that to really cook the pizzas the right way, and I was using the pizza oven dough, so I was using the right dough and everything else. You really have to have the base of the oven really as hot as the wood in the back. So you want to pull some of the firewood and the embers onto the whole base of where you're going to put the pizza, and then cook it, and right there, and push the wood back and cook it where you have the embers and the wood before it, so that it will really cook the bottom well. Or else it's really not going to cook that well. It's really a science, and I'm sure all the pizza ovens are like that, not just this one. It's a science to this. I've seen, and after the research I did many research on numerous pizza ovens and how to really cook in a pizza oven. I learned all of that when I purchased this, and from my research, And then I decided to go with this one, and it wasn't. I think it was like a bit over $1,000 for it at the time. I think that's what I paid for it. But you know, after having it this length of time, I think I would have tried, or I still would like to try, like one of those pre-built ovens, not the ones that are made out of brick, but the other kind. I think that's what I would try next, on my next journey to pizza oven making, or pizza oven using. And overall, it hasn't been a bad oven, but I think if it wasn't so hard to use, like having to use so much firewood with the expense, even with the new insulation, it's not as practical as it would have been, as I would have liked it to have been after putting so much effort into building it, etc. I think that's why I probably haven't used it as much. And then you have to prepare the dough, which takes a lot of work too. If you're using pizza dough, the right kind of pizza dough, ahead of time, like the day before, and leave it in the refrigerator overnight, or or to raise on the kitchen counter. I forget all the things, but there's a lot that goes into it, and it does make good pizzas. But again, I think there might be another model out there that would have been better than this one. It's been fun, but again, I would have tried one of the what is it? The gas, the metal ones where you can still use firewood, I believe, but they're made out of metal. I think that's what I would have tried instead of this one. So that's my overall review of the GIRtech Bravo wood fire pizza oven. Thanks for listening. I hope this tutorial has been helpful for you. I know that if I would have seen it before I purchased this, it would have been very helpful to me. And that's what my videos are about. And I hope that you come back and visit my channel for more products that I'll be reviewing. Have a great day.